you solve problems involving algebra with angle pairs. So the directions say find the value of the variable algebraically. Looking at our first one, measure of angle 13 is 4x plus 11, and the measure of angle 14 is 3x plus 1. And looking at the picture, these two angles are angles on a line, which means they are supplementary. So if I add together those two expressions, 4x plus 11 plus 3x plus 1, I have to get a total of 180. So now if I combine like terms, 4x plus 3x becomes 7x, plus 11 plus 1 becomes 12, equals 180. And now I start to do my inverses. My first inverse would be to subtract 12. So I have 7x equals 168. And then I would divide by 7. And I get my value of x is 24. Looking at our next example, measure of angle 4 is 2x minus 5, and the measure of angle 5 is 4x minus 13. These two angles are vertical combined together to a right angle. So that means these two angles are complementary. So if I add together the two expressions, I get a total of 90 degrees this time. So combining like terms, 2x plus 4x becomes 6x. Negative 5 minus 13 becomes minus 18 equals 90. Now I start to do my inverses. I add 18 first. I get 6x equals 108. And I divide by 6. And I get x equals 18. Okay, our next example, these are angles on a point. So they have to all add up to 360 degrees. So if I add together 209 with b and 96, I get 360 degrees. Using my calculator to do the adding with the like terms, I get 305 plus b equals 360. And now I start to do my inverses. So I can subtract 305, and I get the value of b is 55 degrees. Looking at our next example, these two angles are vertical to each other, which means they are equal to each other. So 2 plus 3x equals 62. Now I do my inverse work, subtract 2. I get 3x equals 60, then divide by 3, and I get x equals 20. Looking at the next example, these two angles are complementary. So that means if I add together the two expressions, I have to equal 90 degrees. Combining like terms, 4x plus x becomes 5x. 3 minus 8 becomes minus 5 equals 90. Do my inverse work, so add 5 to both sides. I get 5x equals 95. Divide by 5. I get x equals 19. Okay, and our last example, these two angles are angles on a line, which means they are supplementary. So if I add together the two expressions, I have to get a total of 180. Combining like terms, x plus 3x becomes 4x. 10 plus 30 becomes plus 40 equals 180. Do an inverse, subtract 40. I get 4x equals 140. Now do my second inverse, divide by 4. I get x equals 35. Hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.